Welcome to America Reads Fun Learning Activities. We are college students who create fun learning activities for kids. Our activities are focused on reading, writing, and math. Thank you for joining us to learn today. My name is Emma, and I'm going to be helping you out today. In today's activity, we will be learning how to tell the difference between two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes.
Alright, so today we're going to be talking about two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. So first, let's talk about what these are. So let's start with two-dimensional or 2D shapes. So 2D shapes are flat. These are the kinds of shapes you have when you just draw some on your paper. So here we have a triangle. This triangle is a two-dimensional shape because it is flat on the paper. So other 2D shapes are squares, circles, and even hearts, just like these. See, even though they are cut out, they are still flat, which makes them two-dimensional. Now let's talk about three-dimensional or 3D shapes. 3D shapes are solid, not flat. They're physical objects that have something in the middle of them. So for example, we have a cube. This is like a solid square. So here I have an example of a cube. This is just a makeup product, but as you can see, it is solid, not flat. Another important thing to note is that it is able to be physically held in my hand. It has more weight. So if we were to compare it to a square, the square is flat. The square is flat. It is not solid. It is a flat piece of paper as compared to the cube. So here we have a 3D shape called a sphere. You might think that this looks like a circle, but this dotted line in the middle means that it is a solid, which makes it a sphere instead. So as an example, we have a tomato. So a tomato is not a perfect sphere, but it's a close example. It has a circular shape and it is a solid, which makes it three-dimensional instead of two-dimensional. We also have some other 3D shapes that are basically solid 2D shapes. So for example, a cube is a three-dimensional version of a square. So here are those two next to each other. So here's the square and here is the cube. Next we have a rectangular prism, which is basically a three-dimensional version of a rectangle. We also have a pyramid, which looks like this, and is a three-dimensional version of a triangle. We also have some other 3D shapes that do not have 2D versions. So one of these is a cone, which looks like this. Think about an ice cream cone flipped upside down. That's just like a cone. Another example is a cylinder, which looks like this. It is similar to a water bottle shape. Alright, so now it's time for our activity. For today's activity, we're going to be playing Find That Object. I'm going to pull out a few household objects that you might have at home. If you have them, go grab them, or something similar, and we're going to guess why it's 3D and which object it is. So go grab your first item, so grab a tissue box or something similar. Okay, so here is my tissue box. So look at it really quick, and then I want you to answer, is this 3D? Yes, it is! And why is it 3D? Because it's solid! Good job! And last question, which 3D object is it? So think about that list we went through. Perfect! It's a rectangular prism! Great job! Okay, so now find a candle or something similar to a candle and then come back. Alright, so here I have my candle. So let me ask you, is a candle 3D? Yes, it is. And why is it 3D? Because it's solid. Great job. And what kind of 3D object is it? It's a cylinder. Great job. Okay, so let's do one more. Go find a building block or something similar in your house. So here I have a colored building block. So let me ask you, is this item 3D? Yes, it is. And why is it 3D? It's solid. And what kind of 3D object is it? It's a cube, right? Great job today.
Thank you for learning with us today. We hope you come back and learn some more soon. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back soon with more fun, educational videos.